tired of sleep. So we took turns staring out the window at the darkness, till the boredom overtook us, and he began to speak. He said, son, I made a life out of reading people's faces, knowing what their cards were by the way they held the right. And if you don't mind me saying, I can see you're out of places, but the taste of your whiskey give you some advice. So I handed him my bottle, and he drank down by the swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette and asked me for a light. The night got deathly quiet, his face lost all expressions. You're gonna play the game, boy, you got to learn to play it right. You got to know when to hold, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table, time enough for accounting when the deal is done. Every gambler knows the secret to surviving is knowing what to throw away and knowing what to keep. 'Cause every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser. The best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. But when he finished speaking, turned back towards the window, crushed out his cigarette and faded off to sleep. Somewhere in the darkness, the gambler, he broke even, but in his final words I found an ace that I can keep. You got to know when to hold, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table, time enough for accounting when the deal is done. You got to know when to hold, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table, time enough for accounting when the deal is done. How's it going?
When I met you, there was peace unknown. Well, I set out to get you with a fine-tooth comb. I was soft inside. There was something going on. You do something to me that I can't explain. Pull me closer, I feel no pain. Every beat of my heart, we've got something going on. Tender love is blind, it requires a dedication. All this love we feel is no conversation. We ride it together, making love with each other. Islands in the stream, that is what we are. No one in between. How can we be wrong? Sail away with me to another world, and we rely on each other. From one lover to another. Well, I can't live without you if the love was gone. Everything is nothing if you got no one. You did walk in the night, slowly losing sight of the real thing. That won't happen to us, and we got no doubt. Too deep in love, and we got no way out. And the message is clear, this could be the year for the real thing. No more will you cry, baby, I won't let you never. Starting and is one in love forever. We can ride it together, making love with each other. Islands in the stream, that is what we are. No one in between. How can we be wrong? Sail away with me to another world, and
Any cowboys on Grafton Street today? And what do you call the women that hang around with cowboys?
Desperate.
Any girls? I have a spot prize for this song. Anybody knows who recorded this song?
Kenny Rogers. Was it?
Everyone considered him the coward of the county. He never stood one single time to prove the county wrong. His mama called him Tommy, but folks just called him Yellow. Something always told me they was reading Tommy wrong. Now he was only 10 years old when his daddy died in prison. I looked after Tommy 'cause he was my brother's son. I still recall the final word his brother said to Tommy. Son, my life is over, but yours just begun. Promise me, son, not to do the things I've done. Walk away from trouble if you can. Now it don't mean you're weak if you turn the other cheek. I hope you're old enough to understand. Son, you don't have to fight to be a man. There's someone for everyone. Tommy's love was Becky. In her arms you didn't have to prove he was a man. One day while he was working, the Gatlin boys came calling. They took turns at Becky. There was 3 of them. When Tommy opened up the door and saw his Becky crying, the torn dress, the shattered look was more than he could stand. He reached above the fireplace, took down his daddy's picture. As the tears fell on his daddy's face, he heard these words again. Promise me, son, not to do the things I've done. Walk away from trouble if you can. Now it don't mean you're weak if you turn the other cheek. I hope you're old enough to understand. Son, you don't have to fight to be a man. The Gatlin boys just laughed at him when he walked into the barroom. One of them got up, met him halfway across the floor. And Tommy turned around, they said, "Hey, look, old Yellow's leaving." You could have heard a pin drop when Tommy stopped and locked the door. 20 years of crawling was bottled up inside him. He wasn't holding nothing back to let him have it all. When Tommy left the ballroom, not a Gatlin boy was standing. He said, "This one's for Becky," as he watched the last one fall. I heard him say, "I promised your dad not to do the things I've done. I'll walk away from trouble when I can. Now please don't think I'm weak, I didn't turn the other cheek." Thank you. 'Cause Papa, I sure hope you understand. Sometimes you got fight to be a man. Everyone considered him the coward of the county. Haiku. Woo! What a song.